Let's begin with the first step, and it is how you started with the CCNA. You were saying that you started your CCNA while you still were in college.
Yes.
So why did you decide to take the CCNA?
Okay. Actually, I decided to become the network engineer when I told I motivated from my brother experience. So when I motivated from the what I see from my brother, so I know I should have to be go from the basics when I have should have to become as I become the network engineer. And on that time is a normal way. Like in our aspects, you should have to be network engineer. So you have to do the academic qualification as well as you need to process your professional certifications as well. And if we are talking about the professional certifications, and CCN is the basic certifications from the Cisco side to go forward in the Cisco career as well. So that's the reason I select the CCNA.
Back then, you already knew that you needed a professional certification.
Yes. After
Okay.
onwards, once I completed the CCNA, I gave little bit time to
Hmm.
finalize my academics
Okay.
qualification, the
How,
bachelor's,
how long
and
to took you to finish the CCNA?
it takes me around 6 months.
6 months. Did you take
Yeah.
the training or the training and the certification exam?
Okay, I did the training personal instructor. Okay, it's my brother friend. It takes me 3 months, and then after onwards, I did 2 months my personal personal studies,
Hmm.
which covers, you can say that, the videos, and then which covers multiple questionnaires, multiple briefings. This is
Hmm.
like around 5 months, and the 1 month last, which is related to exam, which I give dedicated to the exam, that about that exam final, what is the going on, and there's a normal way that finally you are doing the multiple, because on that time we should have to open the book, we should have to open the our notebooks, that either it's
Mm-hmm.
the right answer or not. So it
Okay.
takes me last 1 month dedicated for this, and the 5 month for my whole studies, and like 3 months with trainer personal, and 2 months dedicated to my personal studies.
Okay. And so this was around 2000,
13, you can say that.
2013. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you got your CCNA. What happens next?
Yes, then 1 year, actually it's a 2 semester pending for my bachelor's. I completed my bachelor's, and once I completed the bachelor's, after my exam, I start preparation for CCNP
Without working?
without working. This is my, you can say that the pros and cons I will discuss later, but
Hmm.
without working, I start preparation for CCNP, because I know if I will jump into the professional career, maybe I will not get much time to continue my studies more. It was my expectation earlier, what I was thinking. But it's not like that nowadays. But on that time, I was impression. It was under impression that no, you should have to be complete the CCNP now. And in the CCNP, I start enroll in one of the institute in my home country. It takes me daily. There is a classes, and it takes 3 months to complete switching, routing, and troubleshoot on
Oh,
that
you did
time.
that version
That
with three
yeah, that
exams.
version. Yeah, switch, route, and troubleshoot. And then after that, the same. I take 2 months to complete my personal studies, which is I told you in personal studies. I watch the Jeremy videos.
Mm-hmm.
I read out some of the tutorials. On that time, there was online many materials, not related to books. It's online, a 90UT website, and these things. Many of the videos descriptions, and then
Mm-hmm.
after onwards, like I start preparation for the exam one by one. Then I did first exam for the switching, then onwards switch route and the final troubleshoot. So that's good. I achieved all of them in first attempt. But it was like now I will tell my, what I did wrong. That
Hmm.
I is the same thing. What you are thinking, that I should have to be continue my professional career, and then I have to jump into the CCNP. That's a good approach, because I
Actually, I don't think it's wrong. This is
yeah,
the first time I hear someone saying like I did this because I
yes,
believe that it's what I recommend now. People like because now we don't have this restriction of getting the CCNP
yes,
without getting the CCNA, which in my perspective, the way I see it, makes sense if I want to really become a professional network engineer to go straight to CCNP and invest enough time to really learn everything that I need to learn. And watching you saying like I did this back then, it's like okay, it makes sense for me, but it's not common.
Yeah, it's
You
not
can
common.
understand that.
In
Yeah.
the end of 2000, before 2000, you can say that 24 and maybe start of the 2025, I finished the CCNP. 2015, sorry, 2015. The start of the 2015, I finished the CCNP. And on the meanwhile, I have some project in my bachelor's which was pending. I was preparing also, but I achieved it till even December 2014. And 2015, when I finished my CCNP, and on the same, when I finished, after some days, I got a one job offer in the same service provider company, and I start jump to there after finishing the CCNP. What I realized, I will just come finish my first job, then I will tell you what is my mistake, what I was asking
Okay.
about there for the CCNP. So when I start my job, there was same routine work. Same routine work means you have to go there, you have to use this backups, this thing daily without doing anything. In the same time, same thing you need to do. The same like a robot, you need to do the same things daily. I was thinking it's around after 8 months, I was not doing anything. Right. I told you my brother is also from the same field. When he came to me in my country and he watched me what I was doing, he recommended me to go not like this because you are in this career, you need to learn more. You have to learn more things. So if you do this work, they can do any person can do this. So if you do CCNP already, if you did already, why you are doing this? And there is not much technicalities on this. So it's a normal technical support work. And this work is not, I'm not saying any work is not bad, but he's saying there is a repetition of work. You cannot use your mind. So your mind will become slow on that time. And it's your learning journey how your mind will become slow in this age. You should have to be learn more. Then I remember like when I tried to change my job, I did CCNP, many people's calling me. When they see my CV, they call me for the interview. And unfortunately, I was not able to satisfy them. That is the thing which I telling you I did my mistake. That CCNP should have to be minimum on that time. Even in the Cisco website, you should have to be wait 18 months or 24 months. You should have to be do the professional. So minimum 3 years they are saying. But even if you have good experience, you can compensate from 18 months to a 36 month. You should have to be for CCNP. But I was thinking when I was going for the interviews, I even able to do it. I give them answer, but for that technical experience perspective, I don't have nothing. I have nothing to say with them. So they are expecting is CCNP should have to be more knowledge on the technical experience on this. And I remember on that time, it's my mistake. I was just focusing on packet tracer, not GNS3 on that time. So packet tracer is have a very limited knowledge on that time.
Yeah.
So after that, I realized no, I was doing the wrong thing. Then finally, I remember that I went for it's my first job when I was not able to get it any job as per my requirement. Then finally, there's one of the service provider which is a Cisco Gold partner in my country. So I joined there, and you remember like I leave my job as a core network engineer, where the first job I leave it and I joined my second job as a you can say that the junior network engineer internship in the good because I need to learn. And in this
Yeah.
company, because I have only lack of experience,
Mm-hmm.
then on this company I realized no, I learned first few months the ethics of the network engineer. The ethics of the network engineer is a different. If we are focusing about the and especially the ethics of the network engineer to work as a service provider is a different. Really is different. I as a service provider, if you are working and if you are working in the company in especially in the epic, it's totally
Mm-hmm.
different. Because you should not only the technical knowledge, you should have to aware the all of the knowledge. Even the first few months, my team sent it to me. to go with the cabling team. I really appreciate them when my management said told me to go with the cabling team to to know how to fix the cage nets. Till now, it was learning to me. When any people like you are working as a supervisor in many projects, but they cannot bluff you
Mm.
because I know how to do it like that. They were saying this will not work. I told how it's possible this will not work. I discussed with many of the technicians in many places like that because on that time on the few months like 1 month or 2 months they told me to, even in the first data center migration I was doing with network engineers also. I have the colleagues. He told me first they were laughing. You know how to put the cache. I was not aware because I don't know. Then even they told it's not important. But as a service provider, if some technician will not come or some technician have some issue or he's bluffing with you, how you will
Hmm.
sort it out? So they first in the first visits I know how to put it like that, and even how to it's a on that time UCS servers you need to build in. The technicians don't know. They don't know even how to read the guide. What is coming with the UCS servers and even what is the now DNA appliances and these things. Even no one knows.
How to install in the rack, the position,
Yes,
the flow, the airflow, all
you
those
don't
kind
know.
of things.
Yeah, all the
Yes,
things, power and like how to manage the power there. We never see earlier the big data centers like that, how the dual power server will work, how the if there's single power, how the STS will work, how the rack
the
management.
management interface,
Yeah,
the data
yeah, management
interface.
interface, KVMs, and
Yeah,
yeah. So how you will manage it? Console management. You don't know like these things. And even in the studies, we cannot read these topics. Even till CCNP, we never read these things.
yeah. It's not the kind of thing that you hear a lot, because this is very specific. And
Yes,
the reason I know this is because I used to work in an environment at a company that I had to do this. Otherwise, I wouldn't know as well. And
right.
normally, this is not related with network engineers.
Yes, right.
If you only work in the networking, you're not very likely to work directly with UCS servers unless you are at a data center, you're a data center engineer,
Yes,
or probably you install Cisco voice communication
yes,
like
right.
the
Right. PUCM.
UCM,
Yeah, right.
all the other solutions. And yeah, it's not very common. That's why many people don't know about it.
Yeah, I was generally saying like this is the one thing. Even there's many things in the start few months. They send it to
Hmm.
me to replace the racks. Was earlier routers. There was fence issue. 1921, and this 2800 is a fence. Fan faulty many of the. We have many big customers. They have branches all over my country. And then what happened? There was fence issues happen. This my company sent it to me. This fan. Go there, open the router, and put it this fan and replace it. You understand? Like this type of things, I learned slowly, slowly. Then PVDM for the voice. There's a PVDM card coming. So there's many things. I learned from the start, from the scratch in my career. Then slowly, 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 after 3 months, then I start to replace the access switches. Like to replace means any issue happened for the new projects, how you planned with to go with customers. It was first project I have to replace like 15 or 20 switches for the access switches, 2960X. I remember.
That was great.
Yeah, it was great. So after that, I went in one of the customer. Then before than this, I remember I had one customer. My company is doing another data center project. They they want to do the network discovery for their whole network. They don't have any information. I remember first I went there. They told me to go. They put one technician with me. Go
Hmm.
their whole IDF, make a
Yeah.
network discovery. This is the username password. He will enter. Now you need to give me whole information, design, diagram, whatever such is end of support, or whatever such is information you should have to be
Mm,
created and give it to me. You have
an
3 4 days.
assessment.
Yeah, assessment. 3 4 days. Maximum 4 days you will come back to me. And I still thinking about this part that I learned a lot. Even I was thinking like there's only CDP and this information, but it's more because you should have to start. You are starting the career. You don't know how to process the things. But in this even small things, I grew up and I
Mhm.
learned a lot. Then I jumped to the one access placement. I did the three, four projects. Then they asked me to send it one of the WSA proxy in one
Mm,
of the going on deployment. They asked me to sit there and check, and you need to manage for 15 days. It's a big environment. There's a reputation for the WSA. You usually
mm,
will allow the URL category. So there's a reputation based categories. So they told it's a critical environment. Daily they have reputations changes on that time, and it was not stable. You should have to sit there for 15 or 20 days. I did in multiple products. I'm just putting like that. This
yeah.
was my first, you can say that, learning job. And in 6 to 8 months, I remember CCNP was done earlier, and only in 6 to 8 months, whenever I completed this 6, 7 month, I remember like two or three companies offered me, which were even rejected me earlier, 6 months before.
Hmm.
And in 6 months only to learn in this, they are giving me double of my money.
Yeah, because you already had the theory, but you didn't have the experience, like doing thing in the real environment.
Yeah,
You
right.
th- you think if back then you would have used GNS, probably that was the best tool at that time, you would be better prepared for those interviews. Do you think that that was the missing part for you to like to explain to really what you knew in theory?
Actually, this is one of the reason, but I cannot consider that this is the main reason
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have the professional, professional experience as well. Professional
Yeah,
experience
yeah,
means the professional ethics, like regarding how the company will, what is the purpose for the network engineer in the company.
in the
The main
company.
reason,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
thinking, no,
That's
I will do this. No, but what is the behind of this? What is the business? What is the purpose? The company
yeah,
invests
yeah,
from you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we
That
should
this
have to
this
be
is
no.
something important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you get another proposal and you left the company. You joined another company. What happened?
Okay, so now on the same time where I was doing the network discovery for the customer, he offered me a lot. Even he offered me from the small position till the big position. Slowly, slowly, after 15 days, 10 days, you can jump on this, you come on this. I was not about to move to the company. Why? Because I was thinking in this industry, in this service provider, I in the 6 month they were offering me double. Maybe after 1 year or 2 years, they will offer me more than double on this. So why I have to? I am learning here. I'm not come for the
Okay.
money. I'm learning here, and even now till I didn't reach till CCNP. I'm till reached CCNA even till now. So I was not satisfied with my learning on that time. I told I till now I was learning and I'm going in the right direction because now people slowly, slowly understanding my value. Why not I have to? But the issue is on this company where you usually start from the start. So what they usually thinking, if you have any level one, I told you that I start from the, they told me start focusing in 2 3 months on the level one. So if they're thinking they should have to be any level one, okay, he can go. In case no one is going, he can manage. So I don't want to further proceed on this company because I know I should have to be moving onwards, not
Hmm.
going back again.
Yeah.
So that's the reason I have another service provider company. The I really appreciate on this company where like in 6 months I learned. But when I moved to the next company, it was also service provider. The good thing, this is not big company, like it's a big project. They have two, three big customers only, and they told me to, you are only network engineer, and my management is also the technical persons. They were also network engineers earlier. They told in case you have issues, you will discuss
Hmm.
with us. We will
Okay.
come with you. We will go with the customers with you together and fix it. But you are the one which have to responsibility for this three, four big customers we have. You have to manage. And after that, I remember that I had many discussions with my sales manager. On that time, the Microsoft TMG proxy was obsolete.
Hmm.
16 mid, maybe something, or 15 end. On that time, Microsoft TMG was obsolete. So my where I joined the company, the sales manager was, giving the next generation firewalls, Cisco 5506X. 8x, 16x like that. And they
Hmm.
he's saying that you will deploy this firewall and you have to install one software in your laptop, even in your laptop. And he because the sales manager should have to sales like that. He have to sales in the company. And he told you should have to, deploy one software which is FMC, Firepower
SDN,
Management Center, Firepower Management Center, FMC.
FMC.
Yeah. In the Cisco new firewalls, no? All of this Firepower Management Centers coming now.
Yeah, but do you have to install the software?
You have to install the different server dedicated for FMC,
Oh yes,
Firepower
you have to
Management
install
Center,
the server, not
which is
the
the yeah
software.
software,
Yeah, yeah,
which is the
yeah.
which is the manager, and it should
For
be
FT.
deployed for the now it's FTD. Before it's next generation firewall, and in before there was SFR module, which is in
Okay,
the next
okay.
in the next generation firewalls X series. All of the X series, 5506X, 8X, 16X, 25. It is from 2014 till 2022. For Cisco sales of this 10 years rely on this next generation firewalls.
That was the source fire, I
Yeah,
believe.
source file,
This.
right. This
Okay,
is a source
okay.
file.
Yeah.
So he was selling the customers. I remember like he sold more than 15 or 20 firewalls, more than this. But the customers is 10 to 15. And even in one of the customers, whole branches more than maybe 10 branches. I deployed even. So what he's saying like that, go there and deploy it. So, and I told like in the start of I don't aware much. I know it's a 9.2 version. There's a version came 9 series. In the 9 version, the netting was changed. Before the ASA and PIX, the netting is different. You have to put in the interface level. You have to go in interface and put IP net outside, IP net inside, like that. But now in the 9 series, there's a netting is changed. You should have to do the normal netting in the general, in the config, not in the interface level. Then what happened? Then I was not much aware. Anyhow, they hired me, rely on me. But when I jumped to the first migration, I was having issue for the netting, and because customers have not want to net, many of the customers have 10 net, 15 net, and some of
Hmm.
the times I went to the first time, I shut down the whole network. I remember it's one of the financial company. I went there in 2016 and I shut down the network at the time of netting. Instead of interface net, at the time at the server net, I did the interface net, and the interface was inside, so it was done. Then I remember like I restart the firewall, it comes up. Then my good thing, my management was good. They came to me, they never harsh, they never say anything. They told me to do this. They write, even they didn't ask why you did this. They never asked. They just write and they told you have to do this step. Source is here, destination is here, put the server here, put the equal and port and then finish. And you will do this whenever you will get it. I remember the first time it's happened, then next customer I did the same thing, same issue. He came to me, he never happened. And I didn't remember, like I did more than after that 20 or 30 customers. I never called for this
Hmm.
issue.
Okay. So you
I
learned
was
the lesson.
expertise. Even I did for one of the customer, they have 30, 40 netting and complicated of netting. Even he told this is port in one of the public IP, he did me more than 10 or 15 nets for the different petting, you can say that port based netting. So I was habitual to do it. I was even expert even in my whole city. I remember when someone is doing the next generation firewall, they were calling me. We were stuck there and you tell me about the source file because SFR I learned a lot because most of the customers they give me laptop. They told you our salesperson told me that you have extra laptop, give it to them. He will install VMware ESXi and put the SFR software. I told it's not like that. It's a requirement 64 GB one to it. Hard disk 256. How you will manage it? He told no. Your salesperson told me. Then sometimes I remember we are asking to arrange another hard disk, put it in the laptop, and then I can do. Usually they didn't do anything. They give me, I install the VMware, then ESXi, then put the software, uh, and this FMC Firepower Management Center. The Firepower Management Center is, it was. Cisco is owning, you will do the application layer control. However, we know that an FMC application layer control is very difficult. If you
Yeah.
cannot, in on that time, I remember there's a competitor, Fortinet Palo Alto, was showing that okay, you can block the Palo Alto Facebook video, and Facebook is sending you block the video. Even Cisco on this, Cisco is putting sharing the videos and in conferences. But what happened that whenever we deployed this, we blocked the video. It's not working.
Yeah, it was the beginning of this feature, and there was a lot of issues. I remember with Sourcefire, FMC. This is probably one of the reasons that they lost the market for other vendors. So at this time, you are working heavily with security products, and so you would say that your career was moving more to security, network security at that time.
On that time, yes. I told you most of the product is like FM Cisco Firepower
Mm-hmm.
Management Center, but I had other customers which have switches and controllers, wireless. But my
Mm.
most expertise on that time, till that time, is security, this next generation firewalls and wireless. Because I have these customers are more related to wireless issues. So he involved me and then I jumped with them for the wireless issues. But even though what I did for for this next generation firewall, wireless is even 50%, but this next generation firewall was enough. Even for this issue, there was AD agents I involved. I learned the AD integrations. I learned many
Mm.
things for this product, and it was even this company usually don't taking the smart net on that time. So I remember I learned a lot. They told me, "Is there an issue happened?" I go home. I learned from myself,
Mm.
read out a lot of things. Then the next day I'm
Mm.
going, I was resolving the thing. This next generation firewall was a long journey for me. It's around 1.5 years, and I deployed. Even I cannot calculate the firewalls, but I'm sure it is a customer is 10 to 14, and the firewalls quantity is more than around 50 to 60. You can say that.
I wanna back on this because at this time you are becoming a generalist, not a
Yes,
specialist,
yes,
because
sir.
you are learning a lot from different technologies,
Yes.
right? So I want to get your opinion on this because you already have years of experience at that time, and people say like, okay, you should focus on becoming a specialist and not a generalist, and just become a specialist. My opinion is at the same time around 2012, 13, 14, 15, the technology was changing and the market was looking not only for professionals but the technologies, the products, they require you to know how to manage different technologies like firewall, but you have to understand also about active directory, NTP, DHCP, different things that are not related with that specific product. And you were learning, you were doing things in that time. I want to know what is your opinion on how one should choose their career. Like, should you become a generalist? Should you become a specialist? Should you become a hybrid? What's your take on this?
Okay. Actually, on that time, I was becoming you know that specialist only related to next generation firewall, because after this deployment at the like at this 40-50 firewalls, I already become the specialist. Because how I because my other friends and in my era they all knows that he's more working in the firepower. So if we have this issue, he should knows, because he is deploying this type of huge for quantity firewalls. He should have to aware. So I was thinking, okay, I had the specialty, yes, but unfortunately, you can say that if you told the specialist in the security, you should have to do the multi vendor. You should not be in the one vendor. So unfortunately, I was only this next generation firewall, which is Cisco. On that time, Fortinet is becoming the leader's position as well. So Cisco was, when he next generation firewall came, they retained the position, but Fortinet already jumped into the leaders. So and I unfortunately I just working on the Cisco. However, I have the other work because I told you I'm the single man army in my company on that time. So I have to working on the switches, even the access switches, core, firewall, wireless controllers, firewall, and even whatever the products our customers take with us. So I even for the voice, I involved for the voice small the CME gateway for 30 or 40 customers. I even did this type of things. But yes, we had other voice projects came which I didn't learn because on that time I was thinking to stuck in the security, not go again to the voice. Because if I take the ownership on that time, I should have to give some time for the learning, which I was not aware. And voice is not like that you easily learn. You should have to give more time for the learning because a different aspect. However, my experience, which I did my graduation, it's a telecommunication and networking. I know the protocols, whatever the basic protocols, the SIP, HT323, and this video telephony protocol. Even my in my masters when I started, my like you can say that the thesis related to the QS, okay,
Mm-hmm.
enhancement of QS. So my dedicated work on this for the voice and even VoIP in our IPv4 and IPv6. I make a different. It's a different sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't want to involve in the voice. So on that time, yes, you can say that only the firewall perspective, next generation firewall, I can think like, okay, I am the expertise for this
Mm.
product. Not, I cannot say that I am the specialized in the whole security. No. Then, like after 1.5 years, like I have only this products. After that, I quit the job. The company is very good. I
Mm-hmm.
asked that I need to change my, you can say that the location. I want to go to the Gulf to
Mm.
further pursue my career. So I don't have any job, but I told I will go there. I will find from my site because I there is I what I understanding whatever the new technologies came as per my knowledge, as per I understand in the Gulf, they just want to, deploy this as soon as possible. So I was expecting that in the Gulf countries, I can learn more new
Okay.
products. Even on that time, FTD came. I still working on the next generation firewalls. So I told I have to learn in the different same like I have to learn on various technologies there. So better I will jump there. It was my expectation. I should have to jump there, and even my parents was living here in
Mm.
U. So I
Okay.
was in United Arab Emirates. So I was expecting, okay, I will come here and live with my parents. So it would be great. So I quit the job. I came here. I came here for 1 month, and unfortunately, I didn't had even the interviews. So
Okay.
I was shocked. I told I was learned a lot. But there was no interview even scheduled because a lot of people, and I maybe I select the wrong time. 1 month it is for December, usually going for vacations.
Okay.
So and there's a lot of vacations on that time. So I was thinking maybe I had the wrong time. I came for 1 month and then I came back. I noticed on that time in this 1 month that the many people jump the career from network security to information security in 2017. I remember.
Okay.
So I was expecting on that time the new transformation is going on from the information security. Why I cannot move on this way? I was thinking a lot, to move my career on information security. I came back to my home country and even I enrolled the first course without even starting the job and anything again for the ISO 27001. It is like you can say that the 1 week session. So their trainer came even from the big other places and they are telling the whole ISO 27001 infrastructure architecture, how you have to process, what is the rules, what is the controls you need to follow. On that time, I had multiple discussions with multiple people all over the organizations, even financial sector, FMCG, and different people. The good thing I discussed with them and I realized like information, if I will jump there, I should have to be go again from the basic knowledge also for this. And I had this ISO. it's good thing I cleared the exam. I was very happy. And but I was something. I told I didn't achieve more in network security. I should have to be go there and then I can decide later. I was thinking in my mind, and when I was deciding, even my old company where I was working, their management, one of the manager already showed me in one of the public place. And I remember he was treating me as a brother, and he always showed me, once you working in this country, you should have to be work in my company. Whatever you want, you know the business. You would discuss with me about the business perspective, how much you want and how much we give you, but don't leave and go to another competitors or something like that. And he already showed me that you are here. He told me you are going to out of country. Why you are here? I told I just came and I was. He told either you have to continue for the information security, it's your part. But you come in my company. There's
Mm.
another engineer. He will work more. You just have to sit in my company. You don't have to think like that. So even you have to plan to go again. It's your part. I will not stop you. But come from tomorrow, and you have to company. And I was shocked. I told he treated me like that. Even I was enforcing, I will not do. He told no, come here. He will do. He will stuck. He will discuss with you. Then you can do. But for you have to come and relax. And I remember like I came. My mind is in different mood on that time. 4 to 5 months. I didn't have many things. Even there's another engineer he was doing on that time. When I left, I hired this one of the guy. He was working like that. Same I was working. So in this 4 5 months, I was thinking, no, I had to go again. Then I remember I came here again in UAE, and
Mm-hmm.
this time I had the very good luck that within
Okay.
a week when I came within, even at this time I came for 3 months, and within a week I got it one of the job,
Mm.
and this job is like they offered me, but unfortunately on the same time I had another good company like financial sector. I'd had an interview and they hired me for the routing domain there, and I skipped the first company, and I even referred my one of the friend to come and join, and I was waiting for the second company, and this second company holds me around 2 months to wait. We are processing your documentation, and because here the more documentation, I was thinking they agreed they should give me offer letter, they give me all the thing, they should have to be, they are arranging, so I have to wait. And then after 2 months, they are saying that we had some merging going on. So unfortunately, they cease all the hirings. And I was shocked. I told my first company I had my one of the friend, and now I'm going after 15 days. My visa is finishing. And even in this tenure, I had many other countries offers for the network security position. I refused it. And I told, and now that time what you realize is whatever is in. So in this 15 days, the thank God I got the same company which are, because from the third party company which they are referring me. So it's a good luck for me also that they told me there is one other vacancy in another company. They had the interview. The customer same like the good thing in this tenure. Whoever take my interview, he was very happy, and he was wants to he will join as soon as possible. Same like this guy which was selecting me, he refused many of the guys. Yeah, when I don't know they were hired me or not, when this company is a financial sector, they refused many of the people. It's even on that time I was not CCI. Many of the people they refused even CCI, and I don't know why he hired. He even happy with my interview or what happened, I don't. The
Your
interviews,
personality, probably.
maybe the interview belongs to even BGP, and even they find out two, three, one or two mistakes even in 15, 20 questions. It's fine. I told it's fine in this case, but I really, on that time I was very happy. And in the last, when I told you that when I was leaving in 15 days pending, there was one of the interview, one of the guy take it with me, and they hired me, and they told me it's for 6 months, but maybe we will continue onwards. When I
Okay.
joined this company, it's a customer site, but it's a big environment. Even I cannot, I work in multiple companies in my country, And even the big customers we have, even I will calculate all of them. It's not even reaching till that point where I had this customer where I joined. It has, and even they are moving the data center from one of the MSP to on premises. They directly asked me to jump on this project, and it's including even all the things: ACI, 5, Fortinet, Palo Alto, and even all the things. Even you can think Nexus 7K.
That's a playground.
Yeah, like more than 100 of switches you have to manage, 600 of access point, 8 or 10 controllers. You have to manage it. And I told I jump and I told you my career is related to next generation firewalls, working on 2960X,
Hmm.
3560X switches. Now I came joined this company where this Nexus switches, this
Yeah,
3850X switches, and then
multi
wireless
vendors.
controllers, and then a foreign anchor setup, the guest management portals. Then you have the ACI. Data center is totally different. F5 data ACI and this product. I told then it for me it's difficult, but I have to take this challenge. Otherwise, I have to
Yeah.
be because for this challenge I came in this country because I told the main agenda that I have to work on the new technologies. Either I will take
Mm.
it or either I will leave it.
Yeah.
So, but thank God I joined. I give my discuss with my brother. He gave me motivation. No, you can do it. If you do this, I never accepted that I did already the next generation firewall. So I can do this part as well because it gives me motivation that I achieved even this part. So I should have to take it this challenge as well. Then I don't know when is my day and night spent from 2018 September. I know this time until 2022 when I was working there. I don't know when my day and night was there. Even 21, I was not married. I was alone. My days there, my night, even I'm going early morning
Every
till
time.
coming night. And there is same like I told you, there is any switch happen, switch issue, you need to go. Any firewall, I told you in 2022, even I was discussing with my with my service provider companies,
Hmm.
like even we are giving the projects to any service provider to come and deploy these firewalls. And I remember they came to us, they discussed the HLD, LLD, they are making template, then project management involved. They give the project timeline. Sometimes in our company, approval is you need to finish this project in 10 days. And the service provider give this timeline for 1 month. It's totally different. How I can do it. Then usually, sometimes what happen when the firewall comes to my premises, I take the maintenance window from my own. I ask most of the time vendor to not come, only do as a backup. Stay there. I usually remove and change the firewall. I do this migration from my own. And after the finish the project, I told give me documentation. Come here, take the configuration, do this security assessment. This is my security template because I usually make some security template for all network devices. I told
Okay.
follow this template, do this configuration. I already did in the old firewall, it should be there, but you need to revalidate, do it, if nothing, and then make it in documentation and finish the project. Like I don't want anything from you. So I on that time I was more expertise. Till now I was not waiting the service provider company to make and replace the firewall. Because I even managing more than 30-20 firewall, I know how to do it this firewall. I don't have to wait. Same like for the switches. If they wait, even I see many of the vendors involved with me, they stuck in one of the replacement and migration. I jump technically. I told okay, now you will stop. Now give me some time. Then I start involving and working on this. Because I cannot rely. Some of them they are sending the junior engineers at mid level. In some of the
Mm.
time they need should have to be senior engineers, but I know in my experience more than this. If the engineer coming at 3 years experience, I have already 6-7 years. How I will wait if he stuck already? How I will wait? He arrange someone, and another one person will came for another maintenance window. Better
Hmm.
I will jump and even I will learn also, right? So I will,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So that's a it was like on this company I learned a lot. And when I joined, I don't know what is ACI, what is F5, what is Nexus, what is the thing. I learned, but I don't know the technical.
You
Yeah,
learn by doing.
yeah. But on that time when I was leaving, I was the guy only managing the ACI there. I was the guy doing this all 40 nights controllers, guest management setup, Cisco ICE. Even I didn't do it. In this 5 years, even any single issue happened for the ICE, I told you I have more than maybe 200 switches. And you can say that on that time when I was leave 2000 access point and two like 15 or 20 controllers. One, even any single port, I should have to be maintain the report. And even I was, because where I was working with the manager, I really appreciate this guy. He knows me how what is the value for the security. Because even in single port, I maintain either it's a port security or either it's a part of the ICE.
Hmm.
Because it's a public entertainment, public place like that. So you should have to be not open and things like that. So till now, whatever documentation I make it for myself to how to protect the network. Till now, if many of my friends discussing with me that we have the many NCs coming, non-compliance coming for the network, I didn't remember. Like I give them and they come to me that our major and critical NCs resolved. I never heard that they didn't tell me. Even for me, where I was working 20 know many of the things. After the same once I deployed, it takes 1 year or 2 year, and then there is no network and it's related to this coming. Because I created one security post adjustment for this. How I can even switches is separate, wireless is separate, firewalls are separate. Even small things we are not focusing. I told you that security is a different perspective, not related to deploy firewall and finish no way like that. Even in the one switch, you cannot think that how much security we can apply. I know we have to follow the not for the security, we have to follow the CIA tribe. Like we have to follow the confidentiality, integrity, and availability as well. Not like I notice many of the persons which make more security that confidentiality is above. But the availability is 25%. How it's possible? Not possible because the
Yeah.
switch's main purpose is availability. Then you will focus on confidentiality and availability.
Hmm.
But I noticed like most of the people not focus any 5% for this. And even you think like that. What we can say that like many of the people I discussing with many discussion they don't know. They all know transport input SSH. They don't know transport output. They need it or not. They told okay we will take it. But in some of the public places they don't want. Why you want switch to switch access? Understand? Like you should have to transport
Yeah.
output none. So
I believe this is you gain that knowledge because you took
yes,
the security information
yes,
training.
yes.
So you were thinking like how to protect the business,
Yes,
right?
right.
And not only how to configure the equipment. This is the problem with
Yes,
engineers, with technical people. They only think about the box, how to configure. They don't think about the impact of installing this switch might have in the business. And you got that from the security training,
right.
right? That's what allow you to have this vision. Okay, confidentiality, integrity, availability, and all that all words jargon on the security information space.
Yes. Even the good thing, my manager is also related to even working as a security engineer earlier for the service provider. So we were discussing the same thing. I know actually in one year the start of my career, I was the guy even using the any. I
Mm.
deployed when I jumped to the Fortinet. I don't know. I did any because I need to work as I need to give them the availability. But after some time when we had the security assessment coming and I told I have this knowledge, the same thing what you are telling, I have this knowledge, why I cannot follow the thing. Then I learned slowly how to make a controls. So the switches have different controls and really even most of the things we don't know, that routers have different controls, firewalls have different controls. I see many of the people even making a site to site VPN, they don't know, yeah,
Hmm.
like we can make it SSH, SSH 512 one time finish. Whether how much you can do the encryption, you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Not like you just wait for the 3 days and make it 3 days both side and then it came up
When
okay. Yeah, I think
three
most of
3 days password Cisco and it's working. So
yeah,
let me send you the password right now on the
yeah,
chat.
right. Right.
So
So same
yeah,
thing.
this
Yeah,
kind of
same.
things, network engineers, they don't think about it.
Right, right. So same thing. We were like that, but it was great journey where I work until 2022. Then on that time I didn't have any big certification. I just did CCNA, CCNP, and this one. And in this career, I did 49 certifications more,
Okay.
only
So
49
you did the
certifications.
NSE 4
And I
and
see 4,
NS
5, and 7.
and
In
7.
5,
Okay.
we have two exams, and 4 and 7 is 1 month on that time.
Okay.
So I did this 4 exams, I remember. And then 2023 start, I joined one of the like education sector, university, you can say that. The purpose for to join this company, because where I was working, where I didn't had a time to give it to my family as well as to further studies, which I have agenda when I came to UAE. I will learn more skills, and my second agenda to achieve CCI.
Okay.
And 2018, I booked when I came here. I started studies. I booked the exam. Unfortunately, I failed. Why? Because I clearly told that I don't hesitate because I didn't give enough time
Hmm.
to crack the CCA. I'm clearly telling. Means I was thinking I have knowledge, but you should have to give minimum. What I'm expecting if you book the exam minimum 6 months, you should have to give minimum 2 to 3 hours per day. And even where I was working, I should not. I sometimes I was not able to give even half hour because I came morning, going early morning 9 and coming at 9. You usually don't give time,
Yeah.
and you
You're
were
tired.
thinking, yeah, you're tired, and you don't focus the thing. And in this environment, even I had the group for CCI like 5 to 6 persons here, and I was leading on that time. And even under me, there was two persons which are more senior security, which already did 1 month CCIs in data center, and
Hmm.
they were under me. And I was already planned how to do this, make it like that, and we will do this, and this is chapters we finish, and these things we did. But what happened? That when I joined, actually, what happened? I told you that I joined this company for 6 months for the third party, and after 6 months, they hired me directly. And the
Okay.
person which hired me before 6 months, he left. They hired me for this position.
Okay.
So
So
on that time, I have more responsibilities.
yeah.
And even I was working on not one project, some many projects. And I booked the exam earlier. So I don't have any,
But
even though I did it, I attempted, I had to do it. But on that time, I was one of my section was not able to
so
complete
you did the lab exam.
lab exam.
Okay. And you
So
failed miserably.
yes, yeah, in the security. Then after that, I told I cannot achieve till 2022. I was thinking, but I was not able to get the time from because I did in this career, I did many projects. I was the guy for when I joined it single. Then after that, two, three guys, but the more and more work coming and coming, coming like that. You cannot able to manage. So even though I remember when I was one of the CCI session before 1 week the exam, my company gave me one of the project. They told me you have to deploy in one of the site. I told you like how I learned it, this type of things. They told me give me this firewall, a small firewall Fortinet. They arrange it. They told you will go there in the site and make a connectivity up in 3 days. And there is no even connection for the internet now. I told how I will make it. There is no internet connection now, and you are saying to make this site up, and you need to make it point of sales up and running in 3 days. I told okay, I will see, and I learned the things like that. Then the good thing, like I have some good people also. My one project manager came, he told me I will take one of the SIM module. I will take the data SIM and put
Hmm.
it in the small router. Put it in the we will connect in the cable from you. We will from the UTP cable you will connect to firewall,
Mm-hmm.
and then you will connect the site-to-site VPN with the DDNS, dynamic DNS. He told me
Mm.
I will give router. He just told me. Then I learned from my side how I will do
Yeah.
it. Then I
Yeah. Yeah.
learned it. Okay, we will connect the cable. They will take the IP dynamically. Then how I will create the VPN. Then I learned the DDNS for the 14net or
Mm-hmm.
which is by default. Then I make it connection like that. I test it in my company itself. I make it connection in the small lab environment. I make it test successfully running. Then I deploy it after 3 days. They give me approval. I go there, I connect, and then I make it up for the point of sales. And after 2 days, I give exam for the CCA. I was doing this testing. So I was
You couldn't.
stuck. So I understand I cannot able to do it until that time. I
Mm.
have then limited time. So then 2023, where I joined the university sector, I have two agenda. Where I have less time, I can give time to my family because 2021 I got married as well after Corona.
Mm. Okay.
So
Okay.
like
So you survived it. So it's better to get married now.
I didn't give much time to my family. So I told better I will take because I usually came this time. I don't have much time to give my family. Better I will spend time and I came some home early and also I will learn something and I have to do whatever my agenda CCI I will continue. Then I remember when I joined after 4 months I give time to my family and then I again learning coming back to the CCI. And then I how I prepare there's many of the daily I'm thinking I have to complete the one of the video. I start with the basics. The basic things like all the things is covered because I don't have much experience in the SD1 on that time because SD1 is the main topic for the enterprise. So what I did, I start major focusing on SD1. DNAC, I already did one of the project in 2021 for the DNAC for the fabric. So I much involved in the same type of things in section number 3 in enterprise. So I didn't have the much difficulty for this one. I was thinking I can able to do it. So for the for this section 2 is more difficult for the SC1 and
Okay.
ICC one much I had experience for the ICE, DNAC and section 1 is related to VPNs and this switching technology and routing. So I had all experiences. Only section 2 for this difficult for me on that time, which is
For
for
SD,
SD1.
for this.
Yes, Reman. So I start studying from myself. I learned it's difficult for me, like because I never see in front of me what is VBond, V controller, then
Mm-hmm.
you have to VH. It's very difficult for me. But the VH and then I learning slowly, slowly. The good thing that after that when I start like for the solution, I take it many of the racks to prepare because I don't have access physically on this for this SD-WAN. There was, I
SD1.
remember that in the Cisco 2020 they launched vCloud. There was you can Cisco for the service providers they launched for vCloud means you will in the vCloud you will log in on that time and you will create a scenario and make it within your account. You have access for the 15 devices and even you can create for the SD-WAN for the service provider. I make it and I did testings here. So I know I cannot test it like that, but easily configurations, whatever I want to make it like connectivity, how you put the gateway, create the BGP templates
Yeah.
and call it there. I easily able to do it. So I did this 2023 from March, February or March, yeah, from March till September, August, I did it on the same. And I heard that, oh, sorry, July mid. Then I heard that September is there's a enterprise version is going to change. And then daily I'm searching the dates, and fortunately I got the date for August first. It is
Mm.
already in my backside, August first. So I booked it, and thank God. Like even I was discussing the same thing. I told yesterday my friends came and they were preparation they are going doing. So we were discussing the same thing that even the break time till break time I completed just section number 1. And I told it's I did many practices. Even I know I like till break time I just finished the section 1 and section 2 and 3 is pending. And at the end before the exam around 20 minutes, I have even one section 3, one question pending. And before 15 minutes, I didn't test any single question. Other than
You
check.
just configure, you just did.
No, no, I test it, but I didn't test the main connectivity. Means the main connectivity template. I just tested single results. Whatever is showing in the result question, I just check it, it's fine. But the main connectivity, we should have to be tested. I told how it's, and even though I found out in 10 15 minutes, it's one of the main thing is not working for the internet, even one of the system. And then I, in 10 minutes, how you will do it? Your hands are like that. But the good thing in my experience, I learned a lot. I never had issue. Because in my experience, I told you know, experience helps you a lot. Like on that time, I know what could be the thing. I make it open the design. I told this is going like that here and here, here and that. Maybe this is the one which I didn't check from that time. I log in, I see there is interface was maybe shut down or there was maybe some IP issue. I forgot. I fixed it and at the same time it's coming. And even before 2 minutes, I put it down. And I told I don't know what it will come result or not, but I test it like that. I will not test more. I will still not check more. Then I came out and I got it. So the thing is like that. On that time, maybe 2018, if I will got, maybe I was not uh, realize the value for CCI. Maybe I'm thinking, but 2023 when I realized, I know the value because I lost many things for the CCI in this 2018 to 2023. And the good thing also when I achieved it, I was thinking, even though CCI requirements are more enough, but I even comply 80% or 90%, 70%. Because whatever I work it, I all the technologies I was good hands on till that time. Even DNEC, I was much aware. Even I already created Fabric on 2019 Fabric came. And 2020, I was even the start of the customers, and 10 of the customers, and even in UE, used to apply this Fabric on that time from my side. So I know I was much aware for this. I was much aware for the ICE. I was much aware for this VPN technologies. Yeah, only the SD1 part I was not much aware, which I noted. I told you that that's the reason I'm saying 70%. But other than this, I usually worked on this all technologies. So I
Yeah.
didn't had the challenge. Even for the wireless controllers and this thing, even it came, I had the much knowledge on that time. So I was thinking for the enterprise level, I have this knowledge. So only for the SD1, yes, this was a challenging on that time for me. But after CCI, the same thing, like it gives me more satisfaction inside my
Hmm.
thought.
Yeah.
And it's a normal way. I told all of the people, no one understanding like that. I told after this shield, it gives you automatically this motivation. I was discussing 2019 20 with any person, some of them saying, even they are laughing sometimes. Okay, now 2024, when I 2023, I did it. 2024, I again joined back to the biggest service provider company in UAE, which is the main IBM sole distributor. So till now, when I'm going to the customers, I noticing like I have the even satisfaction me what I'm telling to them, what I'm saying right, and even the same thing what they are right because
Yeah.
after this he gives me more satisfaction. And even I don't know what it's a God gifted or what happened that after this even something I heard wrong that this person is saying wrong like about this technology, I can clearly understand this is wrong.
Yeah.
And sometimes
You become you become different after
yes,
becoming a CCIE. There is something different that
yes,
only CCIEs understand, and it's not saying that CCIEs are special,
yes,
but you become someone different,
right,
and you have to change, and that's why many people fail because the journey will make you change. You have to change. You can't be the same person, right?
right. Because actually even though before I was working more, I told where I'm working now, I'm working before some big network. But
Mm-hmm.
on that time, I don't have enough confidence. If someone, another person is saying, no, if you can do this type of thing, it will be perfect. Now, if someone asking, if someone telling me wrong, that you have to do this and it should be perfect, I will stop it because I know I am the correct on that. I am not saying I have much knowledge. I'm learning from someone is telling me I'm learning, but I'm saying if
Yeah.
someone telling the wrong, I can easily know, yeah, this is saying the wrong thing, and maybe I have enough confidence before I know also, but I cannot say no, and I cannot realize
You are
either.
not
Yeah,
confident enough
confident.
on
Yeah,
you knowing or not knowing that thing being
yeah.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now maybe we have more confident. Yeah, it and even we don't know. We told okay, we don't know. We might be it happen, but it's not like that. We something we know it's the wrong way, and we understand. No,
Yeah.
we should have to know that it's wrong. So anyhow, it was great journey for me till CCI, and even the after that, where I'm working, I'm because it's not easy to get a job here, and thank god like after this CCI, and this CCI helps me a lot to get this, and as I joined as a senior network and security engineer in Gulf Research Machine, which is a like biggest system integrator in UAE and all over the Gulf. It's the main IBM sole distributor, and I'm working as a senior network engineer there. So it helps me a lot that this after this I and learn a lot. Now I have more expertise in where I have more expertise in Cisco ACI,
Hmm.
um, Cisco advanced switching, which is related to DNAC,
Hmm.
all 92, 93, 108, ACI, Fabric, Assurance, and then the advanced wireless. They're all even I'm the guy which are like nowadays not specialized, you can say that, but even the working because the senior I'm working as a specialized for them. Nowadays I'm pursuing the more career in the ACI side. Currently I'm working in ACI, but I'm thinking I have to learn more. So nowadays I'm start working on the more
On
learning on
ACI.
the ACI and
Okay.
another technology in the I'm even planning to continue my further journey for the security as well because I don't want to leave security as well. In the security, I'm planning to learn more in OT security. So
OT.
I know it's out of convent, but I need to keep it running because nowadays I see the OT security keeps running. And the thing is, it's when I learned a lot, there's a different, charm for the studies. It's not like
Okay.
the normal because they have different protocols, different baud rate, different mechanism. So I'm planning like my main thing is the ACI, but I need to keep continue also the further to the OT security. So first now my agenda to I start even from 2 or 3 months enroll in many trainings for the ACI. Even though I have this end of this month also one of the session as well. So with matter of time, I'm learning a lot. And even here, I have many customers which I'm giving them support for the ACI, even for the implementation as well, and as well as the support even for the upgrades, even for the issues related to ongoing issues, whatever they have. Because even though I'm thinking that ACI is mostly running on the layer 2, even all over the world. I don't much upon the American region and this region,
Hmm.
but even in my country and even here, even all places which I talk with my friends, mostly running it was till 2021, 2022 people running on level 2, layer 2. Now they are moving about the network centric to application centric.
Okay.
Before the people running on network centric, just the gateways on firewalls and other devices working as a layer 2. Now they all moving towards this application centric. And now I noticed that in not one or two, many of the companies are adopting this approach because they have to use a fully functional approach for the ACI. And it is a way that first you understand the way for the ACI for the network
Hmm.
centric. Now you will jump to the application centric.
It seems like a lot is happening in
Yes,
data center environment, probably
right.
because of AI. So I want to make a final question
Yes.
just to close this topic. What would you recommend to someone who wants to get into IT now in 2025, based on your experience, based on what you see in the market where you are right now?
Actually, what you are discussing here, that this is the era of the AI. When I was
Mm,
discussing about 2010 or 2015, on that time there the first computer science came. Then after that, this data center came. Then security came. Now the era of the AI. In the AI, you should have to be. It's not like anything you just comes from from the top and it will put in your mind. No, not like that. In the AI, all the technologies are advanced. What do you think? Like even in the AI environment, what do you think? Like it will not work? All technologies are enhancing. It's not reducing. Even it's enhancing. Even if talking about the ACI, before you have 10 switches. Now in ACI you have leaf environment separate, then spines, then you have epic controller. So it's not like that you are reducing. You are even the things are changing, but not reducing the devices or not reducing the thing. The technology is changing. Now technology is how you will learn. I would advise all of them, whatever field you are. In AI, there's a many aspects. If you're talking about the cloud, there's a different aspects going on nowadays. If you're talking about the development, the dev going on a lot. If talking about this data center, there are a lot of things going on in data centers. Even for the security, there are many aspects. So whatever the fields the person want to select, I would advise all of them to go to make it perfect landing. Go from bottom to top. If you are in the bottom and you learn the basics, you can easily adopt the technologies. Same like cloud environment. If we are talking about here the cloud in the DevOps side, what even for the DevOps side, what do you think? Like even if we are doing development in the data center side, what do we think? Like we can achieve it directly if without knowing the basic data center science? No, we should have to. If I am planning to work on the further on the ACI side, I should have to be much basic knowledge for the REST APIs, and then I will call these queries into the like queries in the Postman, and then I will use this. This is the one way I'm telling about. Same like it's not like that I don't know the basic architecture and I jump to the query and then okay I will make a script for the Python and make it do it like that. No,
mm,
it's not the way. So any field you are, you should have to be go from the basics. This is my insist to all of them. That whatever wants to go in any field. Now, which field are nowadays important? I told you all fields in their own values are very important. Even if you go to cloud, now even more of the cloud engineers required. Same like if you're talking about a data center, again, which I noticed now in this 7 year again, before 20 like 2021 2023 years, more people talking about the cloud. Now I see more people investing on again on on-premises data center within this 1 to 2 years. That's the reason you so many technologies came back again for the data center. If you think again, now the new technologies even for the next NDO came, Nexus dashboard orchestrate. So means again on-premises enhancing. So it means you should have to be, there's no field like it's going up and down. If your expertise, you can even now more or more data center engineers required, more or more DevOps engineer required, more or more cybersecurity engineer required. But whatever, all fields in IT are more good. Even if talking about the AI, all robotics, computer vision, all machine learning, all engineers required. But yes, don't stuck with the old technology. Same like I am saying like that. I was like that. Now I in this case era I have to adopt the new technologies as well. Same like don't think the network engineer should have to be open and open the switchboard mode access initial and then access VLAN 10 and then enter. No. Even this command it will do from the DNAC in one click. You don't have to worry on this. But now if you know the basic, you can adopt easily the DNAC. You can
yeah.
easily adopt the, if you know the AAA mechanism, you can easily adopt any of the AAA architecture, even the IS 4 Scott, any of the product. Go for the architecture and the basic things. I see nowadays in this some time, like many of the students not focusing on the basics. They are directly jumping on the technologies, and that is the reason that what I'm noticing that they knows much in Python, but I know there's another engineer going with them. He have a data center experience, and he is taking help for this Python guy to make it the output and make it the script for to make it the integrations for ACI. I see many of the people like that. Even I notice, I remember like 2019 when I 2018 when I was coming here, I had one of the security biggest company in my country. He offered me for the network security assessment engineer. He told me, go with me. I have many engineers which are more security expert. They really don't know about the networks. Can you go with these guys? You are more experienced. You will understand the network. When they will do the assessment, they will discuss with you about the architecture. I told why they don't know. This is a computer science engineer. They have five years of experience. How? They told usually they are going. They don't know how to proper architecture there or not, and they are doing assessment and came back. I told really it's like that. So even though I had many of the persons showing like that, say that
Okay.
they are helping the security, or even the if the security guy helping the network guy for this, or either the software engineer guy helping the network guy to do this. I'm
So
not saying that they cannot help. They should have to help for the some basic, but they should have to be aware the basics. Even the software person didn't take, or even the network didn't take the basic, then they could attempt the, and they should have to be attempt with the matter of time. Like I told you, now I'm saying, no, I'm skip only on the this is no. I should have to be adopt the technologies. It's a requirement of the IT of my field. If I will not adapt it, so I will be become no, not about the value of the money. It's about the value of myself itself.
yeah,
I will
you
become
become obsolete.
yeah, I will become obsolete. I see many of the people till now age of 45, 40, even 35. They don't know more than trunk, access, port channel, maximum HSRP. Whether HSRP obsolete, all the things obsolete. Now you focus on the new things. What is the
Yeah.
requirement for there? But I know it depends on the thing. And the same thing I am adding on. I know it's a big thing going on. I told you like my major criteria, what I have. I'm thinking I have more expertise and more. I'm when I have time, I'm learning on this, which is the security transformation. I had many like I see many of the people even in here in UAE, they're working on the digital transformation. I know people 20 before 2014, 15, 16, they don't know about digital transformation. The digital transformation came into the picture when they all want to digitally move the data onto the digital format. But I noticed that digital transformation is the main thing which people and companies follow. But till now, security transformation is still much like people following the security. But security is a big challenge. They're thinking if they follow the information security compliance, they make it. No, there is a lot of discussion. I'm thinking that like going on, and it's really good related to information security. But even for the security transformation side, I see a lot of discussions is going either not going on, or either it's not going up to the way which should have to be. Like I see many of the people thinking, and many of the companies move to digitalize. Okay, it's good. But if we're talking about, I'm comparing all the IT aspects with the old environment. If you're thinking if the people are not in IT, if the HR, or how it's happened, the HR giving the paper, the job letter in the paper, am I right? People sign and coming back. They put in the file and put it inside. What is going on? They put in the file. They have one locker. They put this file, put the key, and take it always with them. And once they are going, they are lock the room and take the key. Usually, I see a lot of companies before the digital, they are doing like that. Now they are digitally transformed. Now they have all the data as digital. It's good. They don't need to lock the key. They have all the data digital secure. Now I see most of the things same like marketing. A marketing like they don't have the data either secure or not. Before even they don't know their brochure is here, warehouse, anywhere they don't have it. Now we see many of the people investing a lot of money in marketing. security assessment. They don't need one agent, even if you're paying this one agent for the fees of, for example, $1,000. So even though I'm talking about that, this is not the way. Yeah, you to enhance your security, either you will keep out of the domain, it's separate way.
Hmm.
But the thing is, I see a lot of things we are discussing always the digital transformation, and it's more requirement nowadays to all the companies should have to follow the digital transform. But security transformation is even more important. I know it's super nowadays. It's digital transformation supersede the security side, but security is the main aspect. Even you follow the all level in any of the aspects, like either the company level or either the personal level or either in the IT. Now security. Even I told you are discussing that many of the switches deploying the security finish the security. Finish the like integration for the switches or changes migration for the routers and even for the firewalls what they are doing, they make it deployment, they make it any of it, they make it the RBAC rules, they just finish and then they put it, we finish the project. I even didn't notice that they didn't follow most of the security assessment and something like that. Even I see most of the things, even they have big cyber security team and they followed the same thing. Why when I go there, they told this is the username password and used in anywhere you will connect the laptop. This is the IP you will connect and open and you will enter username password for the main firewall. So means it's a many things like discussing. In the I'm not talking about the all. We have a discussion is a network, but even for the network security, which you're saying, I'm repeating the again thing. The network engineers should have to be follow all
Network
aspects.
security
Even the
best
whatever the
practice.
best practices,
Yeah.
then they don't need any security engineer directly to come into to you and even information security to give you rule because you should have to be aware more for your network
Yeah.
that
That's
which
the thing.
rule which policy should have to be deployed, which crypto mechanism you should have to be deployed, why you are using the minimum one if you have the maximum already.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
it
that's the
depends.
thing. Depends a lot. Okay, Umar. So I think that was a good one.
Yes,
I hopefully we get to have you on podcast for the second run,
yes,
and we're
sure.
going to take your advice. And thanks for taking the
Thank
time.
you.